There it goes. You're in the video screen, Joe.
Am I?
Oh,
I
look,
sure am.
you're in it too.
I sure am. Oh, moon.
Hello, hello. You can see others are joining. Hi, Brett. Welcome, welcome. Do you want to get the, did you already set it up?
Everything is on.
Alright, do you want me to cover you up?
Nope, I'm fine.
Yeah. Alright. And let me turn the heater off so that sound isn't in the background. Quiet. Hi, Shauna. We'll get started in just a few minutes. Kind of let anyone who is kind of just getting settled in join. Hi, Leanne. Hi, Karen. Welcome, welcome. What happens if you snore?
Well, the people on the interwebs are going to hear me snore.
Hi, Karen. How are you this evening?
Do you want me to turn the heat off?
Hi, Leanne. What do you think?
It's pretty loud.
Okay.
I think it's loud enough that they would hear it.
I don't know. That's possible. Hi, Gail. Hi, Laurie. Joel, your mom's here.
Awesome. Hi, Mama.
Hi, Gail.
Oh, really?
Oh, it's good to have you. It's good to have you here, Leanne. I know I can't see your face right now, but I can hear your laughter. So I was just saying that we'll get started in a few minutes. You can do this practice from your bed or traditionally, I suppose, on a yoga mat on the floor, but this is a getting cozy practice. So the movement is all right up at the front and the movement is getting comfortable. So use any props that you have available. If you've got some extra pillows around, I highly recommend bring a pillow in for behind your knees and for behind your head for a little extra support. If you have a blanket that you can cozy up in, go for it. Hi, Mom. And if you're on the floor, I don't know if you can see, I can kind of turn this a little bit. If you can see what I've done with Joel is I've actually put an extra blanket over top of a mat just to give extra cushion. Let's see, let me see it there. There we go. Just because it's nice and cozy. And then he has a pillow behind his knees and a couple blankets rolled up behind his head. Look at what you've done. Mm-hmm. Little stack up. So anything to support your head and neck here. Sometimes it's really nice to take a washcloth and drape it over your eyes. Would you like one of those? Mm-hmm. So I'm just going to get the camera kind of situated. And we'll get started. Is anyone here tonight new to Yoga Nidra? Hi Adrian and Jackie, welcome, welcome. We're just getting settled in, sharing some prop suggestions, blankets, pillows, in bed, or on a yoga mat.
It even got your misspeak. That's
It
right.
did, yeah.
Those are really good.
So we have, we're working on accessibility here at Karmic Roots Yoga. And one of the things that doing Facebook Live offers is auto-generating captions. And it does a pretty decent job. Joel just noticed that the captions that were being generated even caught my mispronunciation, which was quite amusing. Hi Doug, welcome. Hi Mom.
Hey, Doug.
So let's see, we're gonna go ahead and get started. And anyone that comes in late, I'll even put a little message here. Anyone that comes in late can just join wherever they're at as able. So get comfortable and so I will stick around this evening after the practice for a few minutes. So if you have any questions or comments, feedback, things you want to share, you may. And we have a new mic set up, so everything should be very, very crystal clear. And we're also doing a recording tonight, so that maybe we'll be able to post that at a different time. But this will also be available on Facebook in the video format. So, alright, I'm going to head to the back where I can play the instruments and go from there. Joel, do you want to adjust my computer just a little bit? I had to kind of guess
You want
because of the delay, just so that it captures just a wee bit more of me. There we go. That's probably good. So I think that's probably good. Oh yeah, we're good to go. So I'll do the official welcome, and thank you so much for sharing your evening with me and with Joel. I am Paige Alia with Karmic Roots Yoga, and our practice this evening will be a Yoga Nidra or Yoga Sleep, which is a deep guided meditation and is one of the simplest forms of yoga that you can begin to cultivate in your own home practice. So for this practice, all you need is a comfortable place to be, whether in your bed or on a mat, and you can use any props you want. Earlier we were talking about bringing in blankets and pillows, one behind the head, one behind the knees. You can do this on your back, or if you're more comfortable laying on your side, please feel free to adapt. And I have also had some people choose to do this practice in a seated position. So really whatever makes you the most comfortable. The practice will be entirely about inviting stillness in. And what better time than right now to give ourselves permission to rest, to find a little more ease, and to take some breaths just for us, to be here and now, because we do not know what the future holds. And we don't have much control over that. But what we can control is how we react, how we practice. And we can start right here, right now. So, Yoga Nidra is yoga sleep. And it can be a very powerful practice for you. And during it, we move through the 5 layers of the self according to yoga, from our physical bodies all the way up into that blissful state of being, that peaceful state. So we'll move through each of these during the practice. And know that there's not a right or wrong way to do this practice. Your experience is your own. Simply follow the voice guiding you and do your best to stay awake. And know that even if you fall asleep, which does certainly happen, you are receiving the benefits of the practice by being here. In addition to the Yoga Nidra, we'll offer some sounds today, ambient tones, to further your journeys, to support you. Some sounds may be soothing, others eerie, and just experiencing whatever it is they bring up for you. You don't have to question it or judge it, just being here, feeling into the sounds. So beginning our practice by finding that comfortable, restorative pose, a resting position. And begin to notice any adjustments you need to make. Maybe either to your clothing, or to a hip, or the shoulders. And see if you can find a position to enable your body to find ease and stillness. A place where you can maintain that ease throughout the practice of Yoga Nidra. And giving yourself permission so that if you need to adjust during the practice, go ahead and do so. And be reminded that you are in full control of your practice. Listen to what you need. Take a deep breath in now and fill up your lungs. And as you exhale, feel calmness and coolness spreading throughout your body. And go ahead and take another breath in, filling up, and maybe let the breath escape out your mouth this time. If you want, let a sound or sigh escape. And then one more. Inhale, filling up. And when you're ready, let it go. Coming back to the natural rhythm, the in and out. During the following practice, you'll be developing the feelings of peacefulness and ease throughout the body. And know that there is not a right or wrong way to experience this. Just for now, begin to allow a feeling of ease and peace throughout your body. Maybe it's similar to the feeling of right before you fall asleep at night. During this practice, you might fall asleep, and it's important to try not to fall asleep, to remain awake and aware. So if you would like, you can make a resolution to yourself to stay awake. Something like, I will stay awake I will remain awake and aware throughout this practice. But perhaps though you're here to help yourself sleep. And in that case, make that resolution. I will find ease and rest during this practice of Yoga Nidra. During the practice, you're functioning at the levels of hearing and awareness. Try to follow the voice guiding you. Just for now, be present with the guidance. There's no right or wrong way to experience this. Simply follow the voice guiding you with attention and feel what you can, release all else. And if thoughts arise, as they often do, know that this is okay. It's a part of our human experience. Continue with the practice as you notice yourself thinking. Allow yourself to remain calm and steady. And begin to notice all the points where you connect to the earth. From your heels, up the backs of your legs. Notice where the hips and glutes rest. Notice the curve of your spine. Notice your shoulder blades. Notice where your arms rest. Maybe one is further away from the body than the other. And then notice where the back of your head rests. And now notice your natural breath. The rise and fall, the in and out. And feel your breath across the bottom of the rib cage. And now the center of the rib cage. The top of the ribs. Now notice your breath in and out of your nose. Feel your breath fill your lungs. Notice the lungs expand and release. And now visualize your lungs hugging your heart. Breathing into your presence in your heart space. Be here for a moment. And in your heart space, see what stirs. What do you notice as you're connecting to this space? Are there emotions or feelings, sensations or images? See if just for now, as you drop into your heart space, if you can notice it without becoming completely overwhelmed by whatever arises. See it with a sense of unattachment, observing. And be in this. And allow yourself this time to accept whatever is coming up for you. And know that right now, you're about to embark on a journey, a fresh start through this practice, an opportunity to manifest new and to release what is not serving you. Begin to consider and evoke the feeling that you want to guide, to lead with during your practice. Maybe consider what you value, what is important, the most beautiful feeling. And perhaps you don't have a word to label it, but you can still feel it. And set your intention for your Yoga Nidra experience around this. You might find it right away, or it might be something you're longing for, joy and happiness. Or if you feel uncertainty, perhaps consider feeling grounded or centered. And whatever has arisen for you, repeat it to yourself 3 times in this moment, with total feeling and with gratitude, your intention for this practice. Return now to the breath and the heart, the lungs hugging the heart. Find peace and comfort residing in the divine presence of your heart space. And know that you can always come home to this infinite love that is you, anytime, anywhere. This space is eternal and whole. Now, we'll begin the rotation of consciousness, where you'll hear the names of different body parts, and you'll repeat the name to yourself as you bring awareness to that part. Keep in mind there's not a right or wrong way to experience this. Feel what you can and move forward as prompted. Feel without moving. Allow the physical body to remain still. Bring your attention to the right hand and mentally repeat: right hand thumb, index finger, middle finger, ring finger, pinky, palm of the hand, back of the hand, the wrist, the lower arm, the elbow, the upper arm, the shoulder, the armpit, the right rib cage, the right waist, the right hip, the right upper leg, the knee, sides of the knee, back of the knee, inside the knee now, the kneecap. Notice the calf, the shin, the ankle, the heel, the sole of the foot, the top of the foot, the big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe. Become aware of the left hand now and mentally repeat left hand thumb, index finger, middle finger, ring finger, pinky, palm of the hand, back of the hand, the wrist, the lower arm, the elbow, the upper arm, the shoulder, the armpit, the left rib cage, the left waist, the left hip, the left upper leg, the knee, sides of the knee, back of the knee. Notice inside the knee, the kneecap, the calf, the shin, the ankle, the heel, the sole of the left foot, the top of the left foot, the big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe. Now notice the back side of the body. Become aware of the right shoulder blade. Now the left shoulder blade. Notice the right glute muscles, the left glute muscles. Notice the spine from the tailbone all the way back to the base of the neck. And now notice where the back of the head rests. Now notice the top of the head, the forehead, the right temple, the left temple, the right eyebrow, the left eyebrow, the space between the eyebrows. Notice the right eye And now the left eye, the right eyelid, the left eyelid. Notice each eyelash. Now notice the right cheek, the left cheek, the right ear, and the left ear. Notice the ears sensing sound. Notice the bridge of the nose, the tip of the nose. Notice the nostrils. Notice the right nostril, the left nostril. Notice the space just below the nostrils. And now notice the mouth, the upper lip, the lower lip, the space between the lips. And notice inside the mouth now, the taste and the temperature inside the mouth. Notice the gums. Notice the teeth. Notice the inside of the right cheek, inside of the left cheek. And now notice the tongue. Notice where the tongue rests in the mouth. Now notice the whole mouth together. Notice the jaw now, and trace it from your ears to the center of your chin. Notice your chin. And travel down the chin to the base of the neck, and notice the notch at the base of the neck. Travel across the right collarbone now. The left collarbone. And notice the notch at the base of the neck once again. And now notice the center of the chest. Travel down to the space at the bottom of the rib cage. Now become aware of the navel center. And now the abdomen. Now notice the whole of the right leg, the whole of the left leg. Be aware of both legs. Notice the whole of the right arm, the whole of the left arm. And now be aware of both arms. Notice the whole of the back, and now the whole of the front. The whole of the back and the front together now. Notice the whole of the head. And now the whole body together now. The whole body together. The whole body together. Awareness and peacefulness. Total awareness without sleep. Allowing stillness and effortless awareness. The whole body is on the earth. Be aware of your body resting on the earth. Your body is resting on the earth. See your body resting on the ground in this room. And visualize this image in your mind. And feel the flow of air in and out of your lungs. Allow the natural rhythm now. There's no need to change this. Be with what is there. Maintain awareness of your breath. Complete awareness. Breathing and aware. And in this moment of stillness, see if there's a place where you notice your breath most fully. Where does your breath feel the most ease? Is it the low stomach, the ribs, the upper chest? Maybe you notice it in and out through the nose or anywhere else. And begin to follow this breath in this space where you've noticed the most ease. And see if you can follow the breath from the very beginning of each inhale through to the end of each exhale. Following your breath from the beginning of each inhale to the end of each exhale. Begin to count each round of breathing from 1 up to 27, and then back down again if you happen to reach 27. So it'll be like this. Breathing in, breathing out. 1. Breathing in, breathing out. 2. Continuing in that fashion from 1 to 27, counting your breaths. And anytime you notice yourself distracted or having forgotten where you were, or maybe drifting for a moment, begin again at 1, allowing the practice to be the purpose today. There is no right or wrong way here. Breathing and awareness, a practice. Effortless awareness, effortless awareness. If you forget where you're at or lose track, simply begin again at 1. Counting your breaths from the beginning of each inhale to the end of each exhale. If you lose track of where you are, begin again at 1, knowing that it's not about the destination, but the process itself. Breathing and awareness. If you notice your mind drifting, welcome it back to the practice. awareness of counting. Counting each breath from the beginning of the inhale to the end of the exhale, one breath at a time. If you lose track, beginning again at 1. Release the counting now. It doesn't matter where you ended, you're counting. Shifting your focus now to imagining that you're in a place where the sound of silence is the whisper of the wind blowing through the leaves of a lush tropical forest. Leaves as large as your arms, with all the shades of green, more than you've ever seen before. And notice how the sound is not only the wind in the leaves, but a constant stream of sounds, living, cicadas, crickets, frogs. And their chorus creates a constant gentle hum, a hum that soothes your mind. And layered in, birds sing their many songs, echoing and mimicking one another. And as you listen closer still and sense the movements of lizards and other insects, you hear wild animals playing in the underbrush while monkeys swing above. You see the branches of the trees swaying, and the sounds of the monkeys playing grow so loud they drown out the calls of the birds. And then eventually they quiet all at once, and the birds begin their song once again. And now notice the temperature and humidity. Warm but not too hot. And the shade of the trees protects you from the strong sunlight. A gentle dampness on your skin, as if the few clouds above want to release the rain. A constant moisture in the air. A soft breeze tickles your skin, wicking the dampness away momentarily. Feel the aliveness surrounding. The earth below, the trees surrounding, and the sky peeking through above. And now notice a dirt pathway before you, with a canopy of branches and leaves and colorful flowers enveloping the pathway, inviting you in. A pathway that opens up before you just for you and closes behind you. A path that you know will again open before you and close behind you when you are ready to return. And as you step onto the pathway, it darkens from the density of the leaves. And you wind your way along the path, stepping purposefully forward between tree roots that knot up and break through the surface of the rich soil. And so you continue along the path. It feels narrow at times, and the branches and leaves hug toward you. To one side, you see a fence, the only sign of other humans. And to the other, you see small holes in the earth, and you pause and watch until you spot tiny little crabs darting in and out of the holes. The moment you begin walking again, they dart back in. And faintly now, you hear the deep sound of the ocean. And as you continue to walk, it grows louder over top of the insect chorus. The sound of the waves fills your ears, and the temperature cools. The breeze grows, and here you can smell the salt in the air. The trees widen, the canopy becomes less dense, and ahead you spot the first foamy white crest meet the shore. And the waves today are gentle. They're softly greeting the shore, and still so powerful in movement, it's mesmerizing to witness. A water seemingly without end. Look to the horizon. Water as far as you can see. The blue ocean meets the blue sky. And watch the bubbles of the waves against the sandy shore. As one wave slides away, another arrives, each present, each arrives, each releases, flowing in, flowing out. Watch the ebb and flow now. And be reminded of your intention, what you're inviting. Allow. Breathe with the water, just for now. Know only this. The sun is setting now, and you look for your pathway, and you see fireflies dancing. They light the pathway home, and the pathway is clear. Bring your attention now to the darkness behind the eyes. And in this relaxed state, notice the separation of your thoughts and just being. You can visualize the back of the eyelids like a movie screen and allow images and thoughts, colors and textures to appear and then fade, simply observing what exists for you in this moment without diving in deeply. Now be aware of the stillness inside at this moment. Allow yourself to remain in this ease, in this peace for the next several breaths. There is nowhere else you need to be. There is nothing else that you need to be doing. And now is the time to repeat your intention. The same intention you repeated at the beginning, with the same feeling and gratitude. The feeling you want to guide and to lead with. Perhaps what you value, what is important, the most beautiful feeling. And repeat it to yourself now 3 times with feeling and gratitude. And now relax all efforts and become aware again. Aware of the whole body. Breathing softly and smoothly. Develop awareness of the body from the head to the feet. Become aware of the earth and the position of your body on the earth. And visualize the room you're in around you. Become aware of your surroundings. And rest quietly for a few more moments. And perhaps invite in some subtle movements as you're ready Taking your time now, there is no hurry. Our practice of Yoga Nidra this evening is now complete. So there is no rush, no hurry. Thank you for being here tonight, for allowing me this time to support you, to guide your practice. And we'll stick around for several minutes. If you have any questions or comments, if you want to just check in, say hi. Love to hear how you're doing. I'm going to scooch on up to my computer so I can see anything coming in. Welcome back. Thank you, everyone. Hope you all have a beautiful rest of your evening. And of course, if there are any questions, feel free to pop them up here, or you can message me. I'll be posting our sessions for the week tomorrow. It's going to follow the same pattern that we have been doing, just to allow for a little consistency for you as well as for me. Joel will be performing music live during all of the yoga classes, and then there'll be another sound bath next week. Thank you, Adrian. Love and light to you too. You're welcome, Leanne. And Karen, you're so welcome. Alright, have a beautiful evening, everyone. Logging out now.